It took all 9 innings, but the Joes got it done in front of the home crowd on opening day in a 6-5 win. The Joes took a 5-3 deficit into the bottom of the ninth before a string of base runners carried the Joes to their first win of the season over the Xenia Scouts. The game began without many offensive fireworks on either side, with just 1 hit per side through 3 innings, including a line of 5 Joes in a row striking out. Prior to the end of the third, a seemingly clear day turned dark as rain poured down on Foundation Field, causing a delay in the top of the inning. Into the fourth, the Scouts' bats began to heat up. A pair of walks followed by an RBI single came in the inning for the Scouts, as the Joes were unable to capitalize outs off of some spotty Scouts base running. 2 more singles would follow for the Scouts to push the lead out to 4 before second-year pitcher Zach Breeding came in for the Joes to escape a bases-loaded jam. The GLSCL veteran production also flipped to the batting side for the Joes, as in the bottom of the fourth, Evan Ulrich sent a 2-run shot over the left field wall to cut the Scouts' lead in half. The crowd that braved the pop-up storm started to show some of their first signs of life as the Joes put up their first runs of the season. The bats cooled down once more, though, afterward, as it would be nearly 3 innings before we saw another run. The Ulrich show continued in the 7th as a walk by the Joes catcher to lead off the inning eventually led to a run coming through on a wild pitch. But another burst of momentum was deflated as a wild pitch scored a Scouts run that put the game in a difficult spot for Hamilton. The Joes persisted, however, as Shea Hendrickson opened the door with a shutout top of the 9th, taking a 5-3 ball game into the bottom of the inning. Parker Lester led things off for the Joes with his first trip to the base paths, working a full count walk. Evan Ulrich followed it up with his second hit of the game, hitting a screaming grounder up the third base line to put runners on first and second. The next play seemed as if it would be rather straightforward. Bunt with no one out, advance 2 into scoring position, and bring up the 9-1 hitters to potentially tie the game. But Casey Fink had other ideas. A perfectly placed bunt went straight up the third base line before coming to a halt 15 feet from home plate, mere inches into fair territory. The bunt single loaded the bases for a hitless Bennett Clement, but at that point the tides had shifted too far in the Joes' favor. Clement blasted a double into the left center gap to clear the bases and give the Joes a walk-off victory. The Joes improved to 1-0 with the victory, with closer Shea Hendrickson being awarded the win. The losing pitcher for Xenia was Trey Ricco, who did not record an out in the bottom of the 9th. The Joes will continue their 3-game homestand to start the season tomorrow against fellow walk-off winner Southern Ohio. First pitch will be at 7:05 p.m. Josh Laser is listed as the probable starter for Hamilton. Follow the Joes on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and check out HamiltonJoes.com for updates all season long. Also, make sure to tune in to every game that will be live streamed on the Hamilton Joes YouTube channel. So, until tomorrow, Luke Westpoli saying so long and go Joes.